Sam, my darling, please tell me what have you found so far the best thing about being in the club? Can you summarize?
Fair question, because there's so many things.
Okay. Well, tell me what a difference it's made to your business. Like, what's changed?
Well, I have a business. So I have two businesses. I have a psychotherapy private practice, which is just ticking along nicely. I don't really need any more clients. I'm just sort of, that. And then I wanted to launch my mindful parenting business. It's kind of been a bit of a sort of hobby, really. I had a web page and a Facebook group, and I was just sort of posting now and then, and like over the pandemic, doing some videos and whatever. But it wasn't really a business; it was just a kind of concept. And I thought, oh, maybe one day I'll make it into a business. And then the Gin Fund Business Club came up, and I thought, oh, I'm going to go in there, and obviously knew you from the Gin Fund, and just thought, I'd seen what you'd done. And I came in, and within like a week of being in there, you'd given me a massive kick up the bum, as had loads of other people. And I've got a PR person, I've got someone doing my logo, I've got someone helping me with my brand, like colours and fonts and, all sorts of stuff, and doing stuff in Canva, which I don't know how to use, videos on copywriting, and just stuff that I didn't know about. And all of a sudden I'm doing stuff. And the PR lady that's in the group, one of your angels, Kat, she's got me in two magazines, two like weekly magazines. It's insane. It's like all of a sudden, and that was 3 weeks into being in the Gin Fund Business Group. Like, she messages me and she's like, can you write a thing about tips for surviving January in 50 words? And I'm like, okay. And I wrote it, and then that's going to be in the January version of Love It magazine. And then another one, like I've got a mindful makeover package, which is going to feature as a giveaway in another women's weekly magazine. There's no way I could have done that. It wasn't even a business 3 weeks before that. And now suddenly, and also, you're letting me loose in Gin Fund every Monday. And, people are enjoying those sessions. I'm getting some really good feedback on that. And, people didn't know who I was before. And so it's kind of, so business wise, it wasn't a business, it was a concept. And now it's, a startup still. So, I'm not sort of massively successful yet, but it's going somewhere, and there's momentum. And I've constantly got reassurance of, I can post in the group and, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And loads of people going, this is amazing and that's amazing. And I'm meeting up with other people to do collaboration stuff where we've got a kind of crossover that, it's been a bit of a roller coaster.
You're on fire, Sam. You're absolutely on fire. You're like, honestly, it makes me laugh every week. Sam's like, so I've just, accidentally taken over the world over here, and I've done this, I've just done that. I'm like, oh my God, like, you're amazing. Honestly, you're amazing. But what I love the most is, whilst all these things are happening for you business-wise, it's the cheerleading. It's everybody just like, come on, Sam, you can do it. Keep going.
And it feels like, because sorry, my son's just running past the window with a football goal. This is mum businessing, isn't it? And this is it, right? We all get it, because I mean, I think there are a few dads in the group, but it's mostly women and mums, and it's just, we just get it. And it's like, we can be in a networking thing, and like someone's kid's ill on the sofa, like I think that was you the other day.
I had I did a thing yesterday where I had a naked 4-year-old and a naked 8-year-old just poking their heads around the screen. But I love it because you can just drop all of that rubbish of,
no one cares. No one's like, oh, that's really unprofessional. And it's just like, we know what it's like. But also, I work as a private psychotherapist, and that world is lonely, without, if I worked in an agency with other counsellors, then I would have, colleagues, but I'm on my own. So that's sort of, a lonely industry anyway. And then, launching this other business, it's hard to launch a business. But it really feels like, even though we're all individual businesses, we're one team. So we're all rooting for each other, and we're all like either promoting each other's stuff, or, you know, I genuinely feel like they're my colleagues, even though they're not in my business. You know, they're my colleagues. They're not just friends. And, you know, we have the Tuesday tea break, and, you know, I arranged a Christmas do because, you know, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's our Christmas do. Like, we all work together because we work together, right? Even though we're not in the same business. And it's, yeah, I think I didn't even know I wanted that until I had it. And now I've got it. And I'm like, this is what I've wanted for such a long time, is to feel part of to be able to be an independent businesswoman on my own, out there kicking ass, but with a load of other people with me along for the ride as well. And also championing other people. Like, I love seeing, I keep buying everyone's products. I'm never going to make any money because I keep buying everyone else's stuff.
I'm the same. I'm like, every day a new parcel arrives, and it's like, they're supposed to be paying me, but I keep buying all their stuff.
But their stuff is so good, and everybody like the stuff that everyone's got is amazing, and I'm like blown away by the quality of stuff. And also for me, like, everyone has individual skills, and it's like, oh, actually that person could probably make this for me for my business. And, you know, and yeah, so it's not just I'm buying their stuff for me, but actually, oh, could you, like, someone was going to embroider some bags for me, you know, it's like other people have skills that I can use for my business, and it's sort of, you know, mates rates almost, you know, but no one's forced to do that, but it's just the way the community is. It's like everyone wants to help each other out. So
yeah, if I need something now, if I need anything, I go straight into the club first. I'm like, right, which one of you lot's got one of these, or who here can come and do this for me? And I've noticed that, like, if someone needs a logo, for example, first place they go is into the club, going, right, who's going to make me a logo?
My logo was made by someone who isn't even a logo maker. I was like, I've got this concept for a logo. I've no idea how to make it because I'm no good at graphic design. And then somebody completely random who isn't even involved with graphic design just went, how about this? And I just went, that is genius. And then I've given that to someone who does do graphic design, and they're going with the concept and altering the font a bit and moving it about. But essentially, my logo was created by just someone else who went, oh, I'm going to have a muck about for Sam on that. You know, it's just amazing. And it wouldn't have come, you know, if I'd got some artist to do it, or, you know, it probably wouldn't have been as amazing as it is because, I don't know, it was made from love.
It was, and it's a great logo as well. I can't wait to see the finished version. It's lovely. So yes, anybody who's watching who's thinking, you know, oh God, I've started a small business, I want to grow it, or I'm thinking about starting a small business, or I had one and it's kind of slowed down and I want to pick it up again, then honestly, I would not put the Mommy's Gym Fund logo on anything that I didn't genuinely believe was going to help you. And that's what's so good about the club, is I am so aware of overwhelm and burnout and what it does to people, that this is like the anti-burnout club. Like, I do everything I can to prevent burnout. So it's not going to be really overwhelming. You might be at home thinking, I have got so much to do that I cannot stand the thought of adding anything else to my to-do list or adding anything else to my schedule. And what I would say to that from experience is that's the time you need the club. Actually, when you're feeling like you cannot cope with anything else, and when you're feeling like, you know, I'm actually going to die of stress and I just do not have time to go to these sessions, that's the time you need the session. So
this is my quote that I told you, which is, everyone should meditate for 10 minutes a day, and if you don't have time, you should meditate for an hour, right?
Yes.
If you don't have that time, if you're so overwhelmed and you're so stressed, and, you know, then actually that's the time you need to take a step back and go, okay. And also, like, strength in numbers, right? So, and other people can take stuff off your plate just by even listening to you, like, have a rant about it, or practically help you to take, I'll do that job for you, so that you can get on with some other stuff. So yeah, exactly what you just said. It's the time you need it. It's not extra work. It's actually less.
I use the club because, let's be really clear here, I am not a small business guru. I am not the one that's in that club. Well, I'm not the one that's in that club.
You're than you think you are. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Maybe. Maybe. But I'm not, I am not an expert in all these fields, and I am not in any way pretending to be. What I'm really good at is pulling together squads of people who are really good at knowing stuff. So my angels are amazing. You can post any questions in the group. There's 10 of them. They like together, I'm pretty confident they could run the world. But they're in that group helping us. But what I use the club for is for just getting feedback on those ideas. So like pricing. Oh my God, pricing. I didn't launch something. In fact, I didn't launch this club for probably about 6 months because I couldn't decide how much to charge for it. And went round and round and round and round and round. But now I've got the club, I can go in and go, right, do you reckon this should be £47 or £147? Should this be £12.99 or and you just get an answer like within like half an hour. And then you go, okay, great, now I can move on. Or I've designed this leaflet. Does it make sense? Yes, brilliant. Okay. No, you don't like that bit? What about now? Yes, move on. Like it's just that move on, move on, move on. It's that, isn't it?
That's the thing. And it's the honesty. Like somebody posted about a logo the other day and got really constructive criticism. Like, yeah, the concept's really great, but maybe change this bit. And it's not like if you show it to your mates and they go, yeah, that's amazing. Oh my God, it's actually other people who want you to succeed. So they kind of go, there's a little bit there, and no one's feelings are hurt because it's not, and it's gently done, and and you want that feedback because you don't want friends just going, yeah, it looks great, or the husband going, you want somebody to go, actually, that's really great, but or no, it's crap. Well, they wouldn't say it's crap, but they would subtly tell you in a nice way that it was crap. Yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah, you're right, because it's when you've got friends, you don't want to talk about your business with your friends all the time, but you need to talk. You have to talk about it. Like that's how you have a successful business, and that's kind of what the club is for. I mean, it's turned into, I started it because basically I worked myself into overwhelm, which turned into burnout, which turned into breakdown. And I did that because I didn't have the club. I didn't have that support. I didn't have those people to bounce ideas off. I didn't have people to give me feedback. And I went round and round and round in my head until it just completely overwhelmed me. So I created the club that I needed when I was on the verge of breakdown. And I can see so many other people, especially moms out there in the community, just starting to slip down that slope. And I can see it happening. And I'm like, no, I'm coming back, like grabbing them by the hood and trying to like yank them back up the slope before they hit the bottom, which is what happened to me. So, that's the reason for the business club. That's the passion behind it. That's why it's there. It's to catch you before you fall and to lift.
Oh my goodness! You're so excited about the club.
Oh my God! At least you didn't end up in I've got a jug of water. At least you didn't. That's how passionate I am.
I was just going to say, before you launched yourself across the room, not to big myself up or anything, but there was somebody the other day who had a difficult phone call that they just did not want to make. And we ended up having a pep talk. I gave her a call, and because she was like, oh, I'm really nervous about this. And I just thought, oh, I've got a spare half an hour. And we chatted on the phone. And she was like, oh, this is what I'm really nervous about. And we talked it out. They had the conversation. And actually, it wasn't just me. There were other people that, so you've got some really amazing coaches in the group who posted a couple of techniques, like, do the phone call standing up. I wouldn't have even thought of that. And she came back and she was like, actually, it went much better than I thought it was. I've got it. It's done, but like that support, you can't, you don't get that if you're a small business owner. You don't get that, anyway.
No. I mean, gang, we could talk about this for hours, but I'm going to start.
5 minutes. 5 minutes, you're supposed to be.
5 minutes, you're supposed to be talking about this. I've already shown you my ceiling by throwing my laptop up in the air. So we're going to stop. But, gang, please, I really don't want you to feel like it's too late. You're left behind. Everybody else knows each other. You've got too much work to do. All of those things are reasons why you need to come into the club. We do all know each other. but there is plenty of space for more people, absolutely plenty. And there's a big group of people joining now, so you'll be part of a whole new cohort of people. We have we have networking, we have tea breaks together, and you will feel very welcome very quickly. You don't have to go live like this. Christmas do. You don't have to go live. You can come to our sessions. You can have your video off. You can have your microphone off. You don't have to be exposed in front of everybody. You can take part however feels comfortable for you. Right. On that note, we're going to have to go because we've been here for about a day. So, gang, join me.
Join us.
And if you're thinking this sounds amazing, but it's not right for me at the moment, that is absolutely fine. As soon as the doors close at 5 o'clock, on this website here, mummiesginfund.co.uk/club, we are going to have a waiting list. So if it's not right for you now, you can join the waiting list. And when I reopen the doors next year, come and join us then. Brilliant. Right. Well, thank you so much, Sam. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for making such an amazing club. Like, honestly, thank you. It's changed my life in the last month. I've been more alive and my business is suddenly alive. And yeah, thank you.
I'm just the, what do you call it? The ringmaster. That's what I am. I'm the ringmaster in the middle. It's the members that are amazing. Right. Anyway, gang, we'll see you all soon. Bye.